Hey to you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at some Cattleya Orchids. These are orchids that I got all at the same time. I got them all from online supplier, Clouds Orchids. They're located in Canada. I think they're located in Jordan. Sorry, you can't see it, but I've got all kinds of Cattleya Orchids in front of me. In Jordan, Ontario, I do believe. It's near my home in Burlington, Ontario. I have never been to the greenhouse. They do have an open house once a month where you can go and visit and do a little bit of shopping. Most of it's done online though. So anyway, I thought it was a perfect time to show you my Cattleya Orchids because I have one bud. One bud. I used to have two buds, but I didn't know there was buds, and I was brushing around the orchids and a little ball fell off, and I'm like, oh, what is that? I don't know what that is, because I've never had a Cattleya bloom for me. This is the first time, and it just so easily came off. So if you're new to Cattleya Orchids, when they're in bud, just be very, very careful with them because they snap off really easy. At least they did in my case. So anyway, I will bring you in a little bit closer and we'll look at these orchids that you cannot see. Some of them are doing okay, some of them are doing great, some of them are near death. But anyway, I'll show you what's going on. It's funny, different orchids, they could be in a similar family, but for some reason the care just completely different. And it doesn't match maybe what I am offering. So I don't have a greenhouse, or I don't have a place to keep things cooler at night. I have what I have. So anyway, like I said, come on in closer. We'll see what's going on. Okay, so we've got a number of Cattleyas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Cattleyas, or Cattleya type orchids. They're intergenerics, so they're crossed between many things. So for the most part, all Cattleya type orchids. So this one here, I've had a problem with this one ever since I received it. It seems to put out a new leaf. It's putting out a new leaf now, right here. I have 2 existing leaves. The rest of the leaves look like hell. Absolute shame. I don't know if it's supposed to be a nice one. I don't even know what color it's supposed to be. I can't remember. I don't know that you can see the tag here, but that is what this is. It's a BC. I should have done research before this video. I don't even go to try silver. So I assume it's going to be a white shade. If you go to my Clouds Orchid unboxing video, again, it's a few years ago, you'll see all the photos of these. I'll need to do that after this video and just refresh my memory. Perhaps I will put a link to it in the comment or in the description section below. That'll be a lot easier for you so that you don't have to search. So here is the one that's in bud. Being very, very careful, I don't want it to snap off. Can you see that bud there? Spin it a little bit right there. It looks like it's going to be in the reddish tones. I'm excited to see what this one is. The orchid itself is growing beautifully. Got lots of new growth, lots of beautiful leaves. Got a lot of water spots on here. Don't know how there's water spots because I don't spray my plants. Not very often anyway. This one is, let's just show you the tag. Be a lot easier this way. Is it gonna focus for you? Hope so. So this is a miniature or a dwarf variety of Cattleya. They don't get very, very big. I think 10 inches tall. This is pretty well as tall as it's going to get, as I can't get into frame. As tall as it's going to get. I think it's about 8 to 10 inches tall is what it's supposed to be. This one I have growing upstairs in my bedroom window. This one's looking really, really nice. It has nice long lance-shaped leaves. I need to do more research on Cattleyas. Now that I'm starting to get buds, I know that I can potentially grow them. Here is the tag on this one. I really like this one. This is the one that I did the repotting video of Cattleya a little while ago. It's doing splendid. I'm not seeing any real root development along... Oh yeah, there's roots along the outside of the pot, so it's taken on very, very nicely. I've got a couple of Cattleyas here that I overwatered. I had them sitting in their pot of water for an extended period of time and ended up rotting away all the roots. But they're starting to come back now. This one here has a new growth right here at the base, so it'll come back. The old stuff will still look like hell, but that's okay. This one is white bridal. There's the tag there. Hopefully you're able to see it. The leaves, again, I was trying to go with more compact varieties. I think I'm going to try some of the larger varieties in time. Let me get used to growing these guys. I tend to water them really, really well, and then I let them dry out pretty well completely. I try not to let it dry out like bone dry, but I do like to let them dry out between waterings. This looks like another one that I overwatered at one point. Again, all these names, I can't say them. Not even going to try, I apologize. Hopefully you can see the tag here. Another dwarf, or a small variety. I shouldn't use the term dwarf because it's probably not the case. Leaves look really, really nice. I can't wait for this one to start coming back into its own. I've got some new root development. There's some roots in the pot that you can't see, but it's coming along nicely. Hopefully soon it will start to show a little bit more love on the outside. This one looks like I've burnt the leaf somehow, but it's doing rather well. I've got a nice new growth coming out the side right here, as you can see. A lot of good root development. No bud production yet. I can wait for that. I've got this one. This one is for surely one that I've overwatered at some point. It's barely staying in the pot. Oh, I didn't show you the tag for this one. I don't know what color these are. Again, when I post the old video in the description, be sure to look. It's at the very end is where you'll see all of the photos and the names of all of these varieties. Here's the name tag for this one. This one's doing not so bad. It's still looking gross, but it's got some new root development. You probably can't see it on here because it's so... I don't want to rip it out of its pot. It's already not stable enough. But anyway, I can see it in there. So new roots means it'll probably survive. And last but not least, this one looks like it's been getting a decent amount of light. It's getting a little bit of a reddish hue to the leaf. What is this one? Mitsu Akan, I don't even know. Volcano Queens. So this one will be a red variety. I'm excited to see this one grow. Got some new root development going on right here. And this here is the newest leaf that came out. And I don't see any new growth points as of yet, but it's doing really, really well. So anyway, this has been an update on the Cattleya Orchids. Fingers crossed that they do well in the future, and I will update you probably with photos of the flower on this when it blooms. I might do a quick update video on this particular flower. I'm very excited to see what it looks like. Anyway, happy growing, everyone, and show me your Cattleyas. Give me some growth tips. I'm sure I'm doing it all wrong, but this is the first time that I've ever grown Cattleyas. They're surviving, but merely surviving. So I'd like to see them thrive. Tell me what you do. I wanted to put them outside this summer, but was afraid to do that. This summer probably would have been the best time to do it because we had cooler than normal temperatures. So anyway, happy growing, and see you next time. And just like a Phalaenopsis or any other type of orchid, really, it looks like there's little hinges every maybe half a